Hi. I've been trying to do this one for several hours now. Every time I start, somebody comes and interrupts me. Hopefully this is the last attempt. So I want to talk a bit about relationships today, and I want to talk about a relationship that ends, and maybe relationship that ends, but they if you had chosen something different, then maybe they wouldn't have to. So I'm not talking about. Now I'm mostly talking about romantic relationships, and I'm not talking about the ones that are bad for you, the ones that are abusive, the ones that drain you of energy. But I'm talking about the ones. Primarily, I'm talking about the ones that could have been good, all the way, but that ends because you give up trying. I think that we are somehow giving the image that a relationship should be easy. And yes, a relationship can, of course, be easy, but it can also be a lot of hard work. It's often easier in the beginning when you're totally in love and everything is wonderful and you can't imagine living without the other person. But then something happens, and I've been there too. Relationships where I just thought, why bother? Or I couldn't bother. And they ended because I stopped choosing that relationship. And I tried to live by this rule that I every day I choose to be with my husband. I choose this relationship, and that means that I also have to work on it. I have to give my every effort for this to work. I love my husband. He's a wonderful husband. He's a great husband. He's also a grumpy butt. He is also sometimes hard to live with. But I choose him every day. And what I think is most important is that I choose him just as he is. I've spoken a lot with a friend about this, about not wanting to change the person I'm with. I don't want to change my husband. I do, however, want to help him be the best version of himself that he can be. But that is not the same thing. Yes, he has sides that I do not appreciate. I married those sides too, and I chose them. And with that said, I also choose them every day. I don't want to change him. I've seen too many relationships in my life now and been in those too, where I have thought that I can change the other person, or the other person has thought that, yeah, I like her, but not that side of her, so I'll change that. No, it doesn't work like that. Either you want me for me, or no. Then if you're not choosing me as I am, then you're actually not choosing this relationship. You're not choosing me. I had a boyfriend who was a bit of a snob. And it was so obvious that he wanted me to have what he saw as a better taste in music, arts. Not books though, because I have a pretty awesome book taste. And every time I didn't live up to this, he got angry or disappointed and telling me that, well, that is bad taste. Well, I don't care. You chose to be in this relationship with me. Then you will have to live with that I have a bad taste in music according to you. Sorry. I have a friend who wanted to, like, make his girlfriend better. better for whom? Better for you, not better for her. She was pretty awesome. She is pretty awesome. You can't change the person you're with just because you have a different picture of how your life is going to be. Then you will have to walk out. Then you will have to stop choosing that relationship. But if you can't, but don't let it just be. And this is what's my point. Either you choose the relationship and you choose to be with that person. This is the person I want to be with. This is the relationship I want to have. Or you walk away. Don't just go with, oh, this is going to be fine. I'm going to change him, her, blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't know. Don't give up. Don't stop doing that effort. Because if you stop doing the effort, then you can just walk away anyway. But you have to choose the person you're with every day. I read about this couple who proposes to each other several times. They're already married, but they keep on proposing because they want to choose each other anew every day. Or not every day, maybe, I don't know. But they check in. Like, do you want to marry me? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. That's still valid then. I think that's kind of awesome. That's a bit of what I wanted to catch with this blog. Like, choose the one you're with. And if you don't want to choose that person wholeheartedly as they are, walk away. If you choose a relationship, you have to be in it 100%. You have to choose that person every day, just the way they are. You can't change another human being. Maybe you can, but I don't think that's good. If you feel like, no, this is not the person for me, this is not the relationship I wanted, walk away. But don't, if it is a good relationship, and it is somebody you want to be with, don't end up. I think this is the point, that I think that a lot of relationships end because you stop putting in an effort because you think it should be easy. So you've chosen the person you want to be with wholeheartedly. You think that this is a great person. I don't want to change him or her. But when you start feeling that it's hard or so, you stop choosing to make an effort, and then the relationship in the end dies because you need to work on a relationship. You need to do that. Absolutely, 100%. You have to work on your relationship. Now, I'm not saying you need to go to a psychologist or a shrink or whatever. I'm saying that you need to work. You need to put in an effort. You need to say thank you. You need to say, I love you. You need to show that you love somebody every day. 100%. And sometimes, when you make an effort, sometimes that means that you have to do things you don't want to. Sometimes that means that you will have to go and see a movie that you're not that interested in, that you have to give up something that you want to do because your partner wants to do something else. And one part of being in a relationship is giving and taking. On the other hand, if you are the one doing all the giving and you feel like you're not getting any back, you have to do the hard thing. You have to talk to your partner about that. But it's important to choose each other and to choose each other every day. 100%. And if you don't do that, too bad. Just, yeah. So that is what I've been thinking about, because I have had a lot of time in my life right now that it's been going towards thinking about relationships and how to live in one. It's hard. It's really hard with a relationship to make it work and to make it the best relationship ever. But you can do it. Just be sure you do it because of the right reasons. and with the right person.